and welcome to the WIHS Journal Public Affairs Program. I'm Gerry Williams. Well, if you have not heard of the Greater Hartford Pro-Am, today you're going to hear what it's all about. That's happening now on the WIHS Journal. It's news and public affairs. Out and about with Gerry Williams, and I came across an interesting young man, and I recently heard about the Greater Hartford Pro-Am, and lo and behold, I just come across the founder. He's Peter Higgins Sr. How you doing, Peter?
I'm good, brother. How are you?
I'm doing all right. So let's talk Greater Hartford Pro-Am. What started your thinking to start something like this some 20 years ago?
Yeah, I was in the military. I was stationed in Norfolk, Virginia. Was taking some summer courses, took a wrong turn, and I drove by Lake Taylor High School. I saw these cars, and I was like, what's going on? Walked in there and heard the squeaking of the sneakers, and I had $5 out, and they was like, no, it's free. Went in there, I saw young Allen Iverson, no braids, one tattoo. He dropped 71 points, and I was hooked. That was when they had the old defensive rules where you got put on an island. There was no zone, the old NBA defensive rule. And Allen Iverson, they would call that ISO, and that crossover was amazing. So got to see that, and started becoming a fan of the games in the summer, and saw Joe Smith, other top college players that went to Hampton, Norfolk State, some of the D3, and I was like, the atmosphere is so great because people from the community just come and they get entertained, and it's just a great event. Reached out to the founder of that organization. He basically gave me the blueprint. I came back to Connecticut when I got out the military, and I said, had to get my own money together to start it because nobody really understood what I was trying to do. And we had great players at that time from Hartford or from the Connecticut area. At that time, you had Marcus Camby, Ray Allen, Kevin Ollie was a player, Donnie Marshall, Vin Baker. I mean, all these guys, great NBA players in their prime. They were all in Connecticut, but we didn't have that arena. We didn't have that platform for them to. They all worked out. A lot of people don't know. It was some hidden gems that if you got invited, they was getting it in, and really working out. So we said, well, let's set up the Pro-Am so these guys can get highlighted in front of the community. Because this would be great for our community that doesn't have an NBA franchise. We have UConn. They're like kind of our NBA team, if you will. And at that time, they were getting good, and they were, I think they won their first national championship in '99. So we got established in 1997. And, we started small, but it started, the momentum started to grow with the pro players. The next year was the NBA lockout. We had Mike Finley came out. Of course, Ray Allen, Vin Baker. It was crazy. So, with the NBA lockout, we were actually using a gym that had a rubber floor. We didn't know better at the time, but those guys were young. They just wanted to play because technically they weren't supposed to play on that type of surface. It was amazing. Packed houses, great atmosphere again for the community to see these brothers entertain in Little Hartford, Connecticut. C market, if you will, but we had some major basketball going on. It just engaged the community. The youth came out, old, young, white, black, whoever you love basketball, you were in the building. And that's how it started. And we're able to keep that going, that vibe going. Prices have gone up immensely in regards to gym fees and such, so we're trying to keep it going. But, we've had the pros from all levels, the Rudy Gays, the Kemba Walkers, the Luol Dengs, the Andre Drummonds, the Wes Matthews. Right now, we're at a time where we have a lot of D1s because AAU is really big, and a lot of these kids get exposure and they get looked at from all angles. And we have a lot of D1s from Connecticut that participate. We got Mustafa Heron, who plays at St. John's, Tyreek Jones at Xavier, Kane Broom at Cincinnati. And I can't even name them all. Malik Pemberton at Hofstra. We got E.J. Crawford. His dad works right down the hall. He's at Iona. So we got a plethora of young, talented players that could, possibly go to the NBA or possibly even go play overseas or somewhere. But great ball players that you get to see every summer. We have to get a certain certification from the NCAA and the NBA for these guys to even participate. and that's where we incur cost and all that. But it's always a free event, and again, it's a great event for the community.
He is not at a loss for words, folks. I literally could have went to my car, took a shower, and came back, and he still would have been talking.
I can still keep talking right now.
Peter Higgins, Sr. of Greater Hartford Pro. He is the founder. It's a summer league. What are the months?
Yeah. Well, through the sanctions and certifications we have to get, we can only run the league. The players, the top players that come back can only participate a certain time frame, and that is with the NCAA sanction. They can only play between June 15th and August 31st. With the NBA, they can only participate between July 1st and August 31st. So that's the time frame we run, about maybe 6 weeks. Our main days are Mondays, Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays throughout that time frame through the first week of July. We traditionally finish mid-August, around that time. So, it's one of those events that if you're bored, you got something, we're going to be there, depending on the teams. You get the rosters, which players you want to see, and see some great free entertainment.
You get pro athletes on the off-season participating in your program.
That's what it is. It's basically they have, in the NBA, they have a love of the game clause, whereas, they're not out windsurfing, skateboarding, whatever. If they get hurt, that might be, I don't know what the word is, but it might be a stipulation in their contract. But basketball, that's what they do. That's how they make their money. They're supposed to keep their skills honed. They're supposed to stay in shape by doing what they do. So we give them that opportunity to get as much as a top competition, so when these NBA players come out, they feel like they won't get hurt. They're getting a good run. They're keeping their muscle memory going in regards to what they do, and they get a good run. So this is exactly that. We're that platform for them to stay in shape, hone their skills in their off season, along with probably working out with the personal trainers and all that stuff as well.
Do you know where it's going to be held at this year, the Pro-Am?
No. It's tough, man. We've been doing this, and the support that we've had isn't the same. We are looking for sponsors. Again, it's a great community event. We would love to be like the bigger markets where they get a big name sponsor on board that really can cover the gym fees. That's our main cost right now, is gym and security. It's up in between $40,000 and $50,000 for the season, which is a lot, but we feel like we built the brand here over the past 20 plus years, whereas if any big business wanted to partner with us, it would definitely do them a justice, because we have great relationships with our players. We'll bring them down to the business to do whatever type of photo op spots, whatever, because they want to help us keep it going as well. We also do a lot of clinics and workshops. We have a mentorship program that we actually tap into the youth. We teach them about themselves and life skills. We work with a great brother from LA, Dr. Price. We teaching kids health, how to alkaline the body. So we got a big movement going on, just trying to teach our youth. So that's a part of our GHPA Life Skills Project that we implemented last year. So, I mean, we're an organization that wants to sustain throughout the community, because we know we have a purpose in trying to help our kids and help our community stay fit and stay entertained by folks doing what they do, and that's having athletes play basketball, and it's a great sport. We know it's probably the top sport right now. I mean, contrary to the football and the baseball fans, but when you look at what's going on, when the Super Bowl was going on, all you heard was basketball trade talk. That had all the headlines. So yeah. So basketball is that top sport, and we're happy to be a part of that for 20 plus years out here in Connecticut.
You were born and raised where?
Right here in Hartford, Connecticut. I rep Windsor, went to Windsor High School, played for the Warriors. I'm really a football player, though. But, yeah, I mean, we love basketball. That's a sport that you could just get with a few guys, and, you could play 21, horse, whatever. You get enough, 5-on-5, 3-on-3, whatever. Basketball was always that sport everybody grows up and can attach themselves to. Great way to stay in shape, great way to teach youth about teamwork and integrity. And so much more, So just love the sport, just love what it does to engage our community and help our kids to be proud of themselves and what they can do and what they can become.
Amen. Well, thank you for your time, Peter. Peter Higgins, Sr., founder of Greater Hartford Pro-Am. I wish you much success this year. Hope you get those sponsors that you're looking for, man, so that we can have another Pro-Am.
Amen. I thank you for this opportunity, brother. God bless.
God bless you. If you would like more information about what you heard today, call WIHS 860-346-1049 or visit WIHSradio.org. Click on the journal link. The opinions expressed are those of the participants, not necessarily of those of the staff or management of the station. I'm Gerry Williams for the WIHS Journal Public Affairs program at 104.9 FM, WIHS in Middletown.